the far north of Scotland, there lies a small yet spectacular mountain, often known as Scotland's best mini mountain. It erupts out of the landscape in an almost tectonic fashion. Its name is Stac Polliadh.
Hello and welcome to another adventure. Today we're doing probably Scotland's best miniature mountain. I'll turn you around and you might instantly recognise it. That is Stac Polliadh. It's only a short walk, only about 3 miles altogether, and it's not particularly high, but it's absolutely brilliant up there. We have done it before, did it a few years ago for a sunrise, which was spectacular. So today we're doing it a bit later in the day. It's about 4 o'clock now, about 2.5 hours till sunset, so I'm not sure if we'll get the sunset, to be honest, because it's quite cloudy and it's very windy again, and it doesn't take 2.5 hours to get up there, but we'll see how we get on. I'm taking the drone up, but again it's very windy, so I'm not sure if I'll get any footage, but yeah, we'll have a good walk and yeah, catch you on the way up.
So as we make our way up the steep sides of Stac Polliadh, the views really start to open out. And I was just reflecting on why I called this Scotland's best mini mountain. When it comes to Scotland's best mountain, there are several mountains that people would claim would reach that #1 spot. You think of Angelac or Leathac or even Ben Nevis up the CMDRet or things like the Buchel or even Suilven. But when it comes to small mountains, Stac Polliadh, it's only just over 2,000 feet. I think it's 610 metres, I think it is. But when it comes to value for money, Stac Polliadh has it all. It's a short walk, very steep, quite low, but the views are absolutely incredible. You can see them on the video already opening out. And when you get up there, the scrambling you can do, the climbing, it feels like a big mountain, despite the fact that it's only very small. So I think that's why I wanted to call it, and I think many people would agree, Scotland's best miniature mountain. So at this point, as you can see, I'm getting a bit chilly. The wind had picked up, and even though it's only October, it was feeling quite cold up on the mountain. So time to get warmed up. But yeah, the view's really opening out now, and I'll just enjoy the views for a while as we carry on our walk. So at this point, as you can see, the path does flatten out a little bit, and you come onto this kind of large plateau. But just as you come over the brow, that's when the views really start to open up. You come over the lip of the hill, and suddenly you get this incredible view to the north. You see right out to the stunning hills in the north. You got Suilven, Canisp in the distance, along with Cul Mor and Cul Mor to the right. Just panning round to see them. So when the views really start to open up at this point.
So we're not far now from the top. We've just come around the corner for the beautiful views even. Suilven over there, and I think it's Cul Mor and Cul Mor over there. Canisp as well in the distance. Not done much to the camera because it's been really windy, but it is sheltered here. It's just on the east side of the hill, so out of the wind because it's a westerly wind today. So yeah, just stopping for something to eat. Going well so far. Cheese butty.
Picnic.
Cheese butty and a picnic. Proper mountain food. The champion of chocolate bars. You heard it here first. So yeah, so just quite a steep pull now up to the top from here, and I'm pretty sure it'll be windy up there, so yeah, but we'll bring you back up there and have a look round, hopefully get the drone out. If not, might come back down here and get the drone out because it's nice and still down here. But it's going to be windy up on the top, I think, so bring you back when we're up there. made it onto the little bielak in between the two summits. There's a big squally rain shower coming, so we're just hiding under some rocks for a while. But it's quite calm here, but just a few yards out there it's blowing a gale. But yeah, it's beautiful up here. Just spin you around for the views. So that's the east summit. We'll go up there, we've been up there before. The summit behind us, the west summit, is a bit more difficult. It is doable without ropes, but there's a few quite scrambly bits, and with little Toby with us and the wind. Yeah, not worth it on a day like today. So we're just content with the east summit. Some amazing views from there, amazing views from here. So yeah. So hopefully going to get the drone out for a bit of a fly. It is quite windy, but we'll see what it does and have a bit of play with that. But yeah, we got to the top. We're happy about that. It's about 5 o'clock. It's only taken just over an hour. And, yeah, so I don't think we'll be here for sunset. It's still an hour and a half away. It's quite cold up here. But yeah, nice views. Happy.
So at this point, as you can see, the rain did move in, and we were hiding for a few minutes, but it didn't last long, just about 10 minutes, and then the sun briefly came out again. So it was at this point I thought, well, I'll give the drone a try. I've been looking forward to bringing it up here, so here you can see just a few little clips with the drone, but it was getting blown all over the place. I've only had the drone about a month, so I've been practicing really hard, getting my videos nice and smooth, but as you can see, it's kind of jerking all over the place with the wind blowing it around, so yeah, I didn't have it out for long, unfortunately, but I got a few little clips. After that, we put the drone away and we headed up to the east summit. So this is Michelle and Toby just getting onto the top of the east summit here. It's beautiful up there, some incredible views. Yeah, really impressive place, really beautiful. So we were quite proud that we'd made it up there. Funnily enough, when we got on top of there, it felt like the wind had died down again. So at this point, I thought, well, we'd left our bags. You might just be able to see them on the clip down there. So I thought I'll go back and get the drone and give it a try up here, because it seems a little bit less windy. But as you'll see in a second, it didn't prove to be the case. So I put the drone up in the air again and I flew it out over the edge of the mountain like here. And around this point, the updraft was so strong. You can't see obviously, but I'm actually on my control panel, trying desperately to bring it back, and it's just flying further and further away and further up in the air. At one point I thought I wasn't going to get it back, but I managed to kind of bring it down on the other side, but the updraft was so strong from the wind. So yeah, just a little bit of footage with the drone, but we couldn't keep it up there for long. I was worried it was going to disappear at one point, so a bit of a shame, but at least we got a little bit of a fly with it. And yeah, some cracking views up there with it. Being up on top of the mountain for the best part of an hour, I think, playing with the drone and exploring and having a look around, we decided it was time to come down. As you can see, the sun was setting in the distance. It was quite spectacular actually coming down as we headed around the east side of Stac Pollaidh. The path here is very good, but it does deteriorate a little bit on the way down. It was very wet because it's been so wet in Scotland recently, so it wasn't the easiest path to walk down, so it did take a while. And by the time we got to the bottom, as you'll see in a second, it was pretty much pitch black and we did have to get the head torches out, but we really enjoyed our walk. Really good day. Some really spectacular views up there, and even though it was a bit windier than we'd hoped for, it was still a really good day. So thank you for watching the video, especially if you made it all the way through. This is the first video I've done on YouTube, so yeah, I'm sure there's lots of things I could improve on, so feel free to leave any comments, any helpful suggestions that I can try and work on for the next video. And yeah, we'll keep trying to bring you our adventures as we do some more walks in the future. So we'll hopefully see you all soon.